Hello, welcome back. So, this is Self Publishing 101 with Susan. That's me. And let's get into the writing process. So, there's no perfect process. It's not a 10-step program that's going to have you perfectly on your way writing. It's different for everyone and it takes time to figure it out for yourself. It takes a lot of self exploration and understanding of how you work best as a writer. But I want to just share my process with you. So I brainstorm an idea. I have a concept of the manuscript that I want, like a feel for it. It's honestly the vibe. I want to know, what do I want to invest hours of my life writing about and talking about and then marketing later. It's a big commitment to a manuscript. So I always like to create something that I'm proud of and that I want to talk about. So that's where I start with the idea. And then I do everything backwards according to my mom. And I create my cover and my title first, which sounds crazy, but I use Canva, which you'll see in the next video. And Canva is essentially a cover creator. It creates online digital media for you that you can custom to yourselves. And I've used it for my last two books and the third one that's coming out 2 weeks from now. Actually, mark your calendars. It's called Unmatched Love. But the last three books I've launched have come from Canva, those cover creators. My first book was a picture that I took, and then I just used the KDP Cover Creator app. And my second book was an illustration from my illustrator. She did the cover and it came out amazing. And then the third book was another image of a picture of me when I was a child. So there's different ways you can go about it. I've done it numerous ways, as you can tell, but I definitely like Cover Creator. You can see all the different things. So before I even have a manuscript in mind, I can just look at everything and be like, what book would I want to pick up? Because I know, don't judge a book by its cover. People are going to judge your book by its cover, and you should be proud of your cover. You should like it. So that's why it's so important to have something that you really like. And so that's where I start, which sounds weird, but so then the title usually comes from just looking at the cover image, the art, seeing what fits, what words look good, what feels catchy. And sometimes for title brainstorm, I'll just type in random word generator. And sometimes I will sit there for hours and then one word clicks something in my brain and my title is not even completely remotely close to what I was trying to start out as. But I use that title to be like the overlying theme, and then I write underneath that. So the next thing I do I don't know if it's weird. I think it's weird. It's very specific. But I generate a playlist that matches the mood. So just whatever I want this book to, portray or be, I gather all the music that I would want, that I associate with the vibe of the cover and the title and just in general the writing that I want to produce. And then I listen to that playlist every single time, start to finish, in order. I never hit shuffle, so it's the same stuff. It really helps me get into that mindset of writing my manuscript. It also keeps my brain kind of focused, and I can write underneath the same circumstances and environment almost. I could be anywhere, but I have this consistent music that is always played when I write. So it just keeps me targeted and focused and on task. So those are my helpful random tips that I use, and I hope that's helpful. But let's move on to cover creating.